Ladies and gentlemen, it is a joy to stand before you today, knowing that you are here not by accident, but by divine appointment. Each of us is carrying a weight, a burden, a problem that seems insurmountable at times. But I want you to know right from the outset that there is a plan for your problem. Yes, a plan. You see, problems are not just obstacles, they are opportunities in disguise. They are the very tools that God uses to shape us, mold us, and prepare us for the greater purpose He has for our lives. In Jeremiah 29:11, God says, "For I know plans I have for you." And if He has a plan, then He has a plan for your problems too. Acknowledging your problem is a crucial first step in any journey of healing, growth, or change. In our lives, we often encounter various challenges, whether they stem from personal, relational, financial, or spiritual aspects. The act of acknowledgement goes beyond simply recognizing that something is wrong. It involves facing the reality of our situation, accepting it, and being willing to address it. This process can be difficult as it requires us to confront discomfort, vulnerability, and sometimes our deepest fears. Yet this act of acknowledgement is foundational for true transformation. When we acknowledge our problems, we begin to disarm their power over us. Many people tend to bury their issues under the weight of denial or avoidance. They might convince themselves that their problems will simply go away if they ignore them long enough. However, unresolved issues have a way of festering, often becoming more significant over time. Just like a wound that is left untreated, our problems can grow, leading to more extensive complications. By bringing our challenges into the light, we can begin to understand their nature and start the healing process. Acknowledgement also fosters clarity. When we face our problems directly, we can start to identify the specifics of what we are dealing with. Is it a financial crisis that requires budgeting and planning? Is it a relationship that has grown strained due to unresolved conflicts, or is it a health issue that demands a lifestyle change? Without this clarity, we risk wandering aimlessly, unsure of where to go or what steps to take. Acknowledging our problems allows us to gain insight into their root causes, helping us distinguish between the symptoms and the actual issues that need to be addressed. Furthermore, acknowledging a problem can be a powerful act of empowerment. It places us in a position of control rather than victimhood. When we refuse to confront our challenges, we surrender our power to them. By choosing to acknowledge and confront our problems, we reclaim that power. We say, this may be difficult, but I am willing to face it. I will not allow this situation to dictate my life. This shift in perspective can be liberating, allowing us to approach our problems with a proactive mindset rather than a reactive one. The process of acknowledgement also involves embracing vulnerability. It requires us to be honest with ourselves and at times with others. This vulnerability can be uncomfortable, as it often means admitting our shortcomings, mistakes, or failures. It may involve acknowledging the pain we have caused ourselves or others. However, vulnerability is not a weakness, it is a strength. It opens the door to genuine connection and understanding, both with ourselves and with those around us. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we create space for compassion and empathy, which are essential for healing and growth. In many ways, acknowledgement is the first step toward accountability. By recognizing our problems, we also acknowledge our role in them. This is not about self-blame or guilt, but rather about understanding our contributions to our circumstances. For example, if we are struggling in a relationship, acknowledging the problem allows us to reflect on our behavior and how it may have impacted the other person. This sense of accountability empowers us to take responsibility for our actions, paving the way for constructive changes. In addition, the act of acknowledgement can be transformative in our spiritual journeys. Many spiritual traditions emphasize the importance of self-awareness and honesty in one's relationship with God. When we acknowledge our struggles, we create an opportunity for spiritual growth. We can turn to our faith for guidance and strength, allowing us to lean into our relationship with the divine. This connection can provide the comfort and support we need to navigate our challenges. Moreover, acknowledging our problems can foster a sense of community. When we admit our struggles to others, we invite them into our journey. This act can be a powerful catalyst for connection as we realize that we are not alone in our experiences. Sharing our burdens can lead to mutual support, encouragement, and shared wisdom. In times of hardship, having a network of individuals who understand and empathize with our struggles can make all the difference. However, the journey of acknowledgement is not always easy. It requires courage to face the truth, especially when it involves deeply rooted fears or unresolved traumas. Many people may find themselves feeling overwhelmed or paralyzed by their problems, unsure of how to proceed. It is essential to approach this process with grace and patience. Acknowledgement is not a one-time event, it is an ongoing journey that unfolds over time. In this journey, it can be helpful to practice self-compassion. We must remind ourselves that it is okay to struggle and that facing our problems does not diminish our worth. Instead of being critical or judgmental toward ourselves, we should cultivate a mindset of kindness and understanding. This shift in perspective allows us to approach our challenges with a sense of curiosity rather than fear. In moments of acknowledgement, it may also be beneficial to seek guidance from trusted individuals. This could be a mentor, counselor, or spiritual leader who can provide insight and encouragement. Sometimes having an outside perspective can help illuminate aspects of our problems that we may not see ourselves. They can offer tools and strategies to navigate our challenges, making the process feel less daunting. Ultimately, acknowledging our problems is a powerful and transformative act. It opens the door to clarity, empowerment, and growth. While the path may be challenging, the rewards of facing our difficulties head-on are immeasurable. As we navigate this journey, let us remember that acknowledgement is not an end in itself, but a vital step toward healing, resilience, and discovering the strength that lies within us. By facing our problems with courage and honesty, we create the foundation for change and transformation in our lives. Seeking divine guidance is a profound and essential step in navigating life's challenges. In moments of uncertainty, confusion, and despair, turning to a higher power for wisdom and direction can provide clarity and strength. This practice transcends mere prayer. It embodies a deep, intentional relationship with God that acknowledges His sovereignty and seeks His will in our lives. In a world filled with noise and distractions, the act of seeking divine guidance allows us to tune into a frequency of truth that can illuminate our path forward. At the heart of seeking divine guidance is the recognition that we are not alone in our struggles. The overwhelming nature of life's problems can lead us to feel isolated and burdened, but the truth is that there is a divine presence that cares for us deeply. When we seek guidance from God, we acknowledge our limitations and our need for assistance beyond our own understanding. This humble posture opens our hearts and minds to receive the insights and revelations that God desires to share with us. Prayer is a vital aspect of seeking divine guidance. It is a sacred conversation between us and God where we express our thoughts, feelings, and concerns while also listening for His voice. In prayer, we lay bare our struggles, fears, and desires, asking for wisdom and clarity. This act of communication cultivates a deeper relationship with God, allowing us to draw closer to Him and gain a greater understanding of His character. When we approach God in prayer, we come with open hearts, ready to receive whatever He may have for us, whether it be comfort, direction, or a sense of peace amidst turmoil. Scripture also serves as a powerful source of divine guidance. The Bible is filled with timeless truths, stories, and teachings that can shed light on our current situations. As we read and meditate on God's Word, we can find guidance that resonates with our circumstances. For instance, when we are faced with decisions, passages such as Proverbs 3:5-6 remind us to trust in the Lord with all our hearts and lean not on our own understanding. This invitation encourages us to seek God's wisdom rather than relying solely on our limited perspective. The stories of individuals in the Bible like Moses, Esther, and David provide examples of how they sought God's direction in times of uncertainty and the transformative outcomes that followed. In seeking divine guidance, we must also cultivate a heart of discernment. This involves being attuned to the various ways in which God communicates with us. While prayer and Scripture are primary avenues, God may also speak through nature, circumstances, or the wisdom of others. Sometimes it may be a gentle nudge in our spirit or an overwhelming sense of peace that directs us toward a specific decision. Developing the ability to discern God's voice amidst the noise of life requires practice and patience. It involves learning to quiet our own thoughts and fears, allowing God's voice to rise above the clamor. Additionally, seeking divine guidance often requires us to embrace silence and solitude. In our fast-paced lives, it is easy to become overwhelmed with external stimuli, leaving little room for reflection and connection with God. Carving out time for solitude, whether through prayer walks, meditation, or simply sitting in silence, can create space for God to speak into our lives. In these moments of stillness, we can gain a clearer perspective on our problems, allowing God's wisdom to penetrate our hearts and minds. Furthermore, seeking divine guidance invites us to trust in God's timing. Often we desire immediate answers and solutions to our problems. However, God's ways and timing are not always aligned with our expectations. Learning to trust in His timing can be a challenging but essential part of seeking guidance. This trust requires faith that God knows what is best for us, even when the path ahead seems unclear. By resting in this truth, we free ourselves from the anxiety of needing to have all the answers right away. It is important to remember that seeking divine guidance is not a one-time event, but a continuous journey. It requires us to remain open and receptive to God's leading over time. Just as relationships evolve and deepen through consistent communication, so too does our relationship with God grow stronger as we persistently seek His guidance. This ongoing dialogue fosters a greater awareness of His presence in our lives, making it easier to recognize His direction when it comes. In addition, seeking divine guidance can transform our understanding of our problems. When we invite God into our struggles, we allow Him to reshape our perspective. Instead of viewing our challenges as insurmountable obstacles, we begin to see them as opportunities for growth, learning, and transformation. God has the unique ability to turn our trials into testimonies, using our struggles for a greater purpose. This shift in perspective can empower us to approach our problems with renewed hope and determination. Moreover, seeking divine guidance can lead to a greater sense of peace. In the midst of chaos and uncertainty, God offers a peace that surpasses all understanding, Philippians 4:7. This peace is not contingent upon our circumstances, but is rooted in our trust in God's goodness and sovereignty. As we seek His guidance, we can experience a profound sense of calm, knowing that we are not navigating our challenges alone. This peace serves as an anchor, grounding us in faith as we move forward. Another crucial aspect of seeking divine guidance is the importance of community. Engaging with fellow believers can enhance our understanding of God's will. Sometimes God speaks to us through the insights and experiences of others. Sharing our struggles within a trusted community allows us to gain different perspectives and wisdom that can inform our decisions. This collective seeking of God's guidance strengthens our faith and fosters a sense of belonging and support. Lastly, it is vital to approach the process of seeking divine guidance with an open heart. This means being willing to hear what God has to say, even if it challenges our preconceived notions or desires. Sometimes the answers we receive may not align with what we want or expect. Yet true guidance often calls us to step out of our comfort zones and embrace new paths. When we approach God with an open heart, we create the opportunity for profound transformation, allowing Him to lead us where we need to go. In the midst of life's uncertainties, seeking divine guidance offers a pathway to clarity, strength, and hope. It invites us to relinquish control and place our trust in a continuity and desires the best for our lives. By embracing prayer, immersing ourselves in Scripture, cultivating discernment, and fostering community, we open ourselves to the profound wisdom that God has for us. This journey is not just about finding answers, it is about deepening our relationship with the Creator, who walks with us through every challenge, every decision, and every moment of our lives. Developing a strategy is an essential step in addressing any problem we face in life. When we confront challenges without a clear plan, we can easily become overwhelmed and paralyzed by uncertainty. By crafting a thoughtful strategy, we can navigate our difficulties with intention and purpose. This process involves breaking down our problems into manageable components, identifying potential solutions, and establishing actionable steps that lead us toward resolution. To begin, it is crucial to define the problem clearly. This requires us to step back and assess the situation objectively. What exactly is the issue at hand? Is it a financial crisis that threatens our stability? A relationship that is fraught with tension? A career path that feels unfulfilling? Whatever the problem may be, taking the time to articulate it in specific terms is vital. Vague feelings of frustration or confusion can cloud our judgment, making it difficult to see the way forward. By defining the problem clearly, we create a solid foundation for our strategy. Once we have a clear understanding of the problem, the next step is to break it down into smaller, manageable parts. This decomposition allows us to identify specific factors contributing to the larger issue. For example, if we are facing financial difficulties, we can analyze our spending habits, income sources, and savings patterns to pinpoint where the problems lie. By breaking the problem into smaller components, we can tackle each one systematically rather than becoming overwhelmed by the entirety of the situation. This method also makes it easier to identify potential solutions for each individual aspect of the problem. With our problem clearly defined and broken down into smaller parts, we can start brainstorming potential solutions. This phase of the strategy development process encourages creativity and open-mindedness. It is essential to consider various options, even those that may initially seem impractical. Sometimes the best solutions arise from thinking outside the box. Gathering input from trusted friends, family members, or mentors can also be invaluable at this stage. Others may offer insights or perspectives that we had not considered, enriching our understanding of the problem and potential solutions. As we generate a list of possible solutions, it is important to evaluate each one critically. We must ask ourselves questions such as, what are the pros and cons of this solution? What resources will it require? How feasible is it within our current circumstances? This evaluation process helps us narrow down our options and focus on those that are most realistic and effective. It also encourages us to consider the potential consequences of each solution, allowing us to make informed decisions moving forward. After identifying the most promising solutions, the next step is to create a detailed action plan. This plan should outline the specific steps we need to take to implement the chosen solution. Each step should be clear and actionable, making it easy to follow through. Setting deadlines for each step can also create a sense of urgency and accountability, helping us stay focused on our goals. For instance, if we are trying to improve our financial situation, our action plan may include steps such as creating a budget, cutting unnecessary expenses, and seeking additional sources of income. By breaking the plan into smaller tasks, we can celebrate small victories along the way, maintaining motivation as we progress. As we implement our action plan, it is essential to remain flexible and open to adjustments. Life is often unpredictable and challenges may arise that we did not anticipate. This is where resilience comes into play. If a particular step in our plan is not yielding the desired results, we must be willing to reassess our approach and make necessary modifications. Flexibility does not mean abandoning our strategy. Rather, it means adapting it to fit the evolving circumstances we encounter. In addition to being flexible, it is important to track our progress as we work through our strategy. Keeping a journal or using a tracking system can help us monitor the steps we have taken, the challenges we have faced, and the outcomes we have achieved. This practice not only helps us stay accountable, but also allows us to reflect on our journey. As we document our progress, we can identify patterns, learn from our experiences, and celebrate the strides we have made. Moreover, sharing our strategy with supportive individuals can enhance our chances of success. Engaging friends, family, or mentors in our journey creates a sense of accountability. They can offer encouragement, advice, and feedback as we work through our plan. Their support can also provide motivation during moments of doubt or frustration. When we involve others in our strategy, we build a network of accountability that strengthens our resolve and commitment to the process. Throughout this journey of developing and implementing a strategy, it is crucial to practice self-compassion. We must recognize that setbacks are a natural part of the process. It is easy to become disheartened when things do not go as planned, but self-compassion reminds us to treat ourselves with kindness and understanding. Instead of berating ourselves for perceived failures, we should view them as opportunities for learning and growth. Embracing a mindset of resilience allows us to bounce back from setbacks and stay committed to our strategy. Additionally, developing a strategy requires patience. Change takes time, and progress may not always be linear. We may encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable, but it is essential to remind ourselves of the bigger picture. By staying focused on our end goals and maintaining a long-term perspective, we can navigate challenges with greater ease. This patience fosters perseverance, enabling us to push through difficulties and stay committed to our journey. As we progress through our strategy, it is also beneficial to take moments for reflection. Regularly assessing our approach and outcomes allows us to learn from our experiences and make informed decisions moving forward. What is working well? What needs adjustment? Are there new insights or strategies we can incorporate? Reflection is a powerful tool that fosters continuous improvement and growth, ensuring that we remain aligned with our goals. In summary, developing a strategy is a vital component of addressing life's challenges. By clearly defining the problem, breaking it down into manageable parts, brainstorming solutions, creating an actionable plan, and remaining flexible, we empower ourselves to navigate difficulties with purpose and determination. Tracking our progress, seeking support from others, and practicing self-compassion are key aspects of this journey. By embracing patience and reflection, we cultivate resilience and adaptability, ensuring that we remain committed to our path forward. The process of developing a strategy not only equips us to tackle our current problems, but also prepares us for the challenges that lie ahead, empowering us to approach life with confidence and strength. Surrounding yourself with support is one of the most powerful steps you can take when facing challenges in life. The journey through difficulties can often feel isolating, and having a network of supportive individuals can provide the encouragement, perspective, and strength needed to navigate these tough times. Our relationships play a crucial role in our emotional and psychological well-being, and the people we choose to surround ourselves with can significantly impact our ability to cope with problems effectively. At the core of seeking support is the recognition that we are not meant to go through life alone. Human beings are inherently social creatures, wired for connection and community. When we isolate ourselves during difficult times, we risk falling into a cycle of despair and loneliness. Conversely, reaching out to others can create a sense of belonging and solidarity. This connection is vital as it reminds us that we are part of a larger human experience, and our struggles are shared by many. By acknowledging our need for support, we open ourselves to the possibility of healing and growth through connection. Building a supportive network begins with identifying those individuals who can offer genuine understanding and encouragement. These might be friends, family members, colleagues, or mentors, people who have demonstrated empathy and care in the past. It is essential to cultivate relationships with those who uplift us, listen without judgment, and offer constructive feedback. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences creates an environment where we feel safe to express our thoughts and emotions, ultimately fostering resilience in the face of adversity. Once we have identified our support network, the next step is to reach out and communicate our needs. This process can be daunting, especially if we are used to handling problems on our own. However, vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. Sharing our struggles with others allows them to understand our situation better and offer the assistance we require. We might find that many people are more than willing to help. They simply need to know how they can support us. By opening up about our challenges, we give others the opportunity to show up for us in meaningful ways. Moreover, seeking support is not limited to emotional encouragement. It can also involve practical assistance. For instance, if we are facing a significant life transition, such as a job loss or a move, our support network can offer tangible help. This could include sharing job leads, helping with packing and moving, or providing advice based on their own experiences. By leveraging the strengths and resources of those around us, we can alleviate some of the burdens we carry and make the journey more manageable. In addition to seeking support from our immediate circle, it can be beneficial to expand our network by engaging with communities or groups that align with our interests or struggles. For example, support groups, both in person and online, can provide a safe space for individuals facing similar challenges. Whether dealing with grief, addiction, chronic illness, or other life struggles, connecting with others who share similar experiences can be incredibly validating. These communities offer a unique sense of camaraderie where members understand each other's pain and can share coping strategies that have worked for them. Furthermore, engaging with a diverse support network can enrich our perspectives. Different individuals bring varying life experiences, insights, and skills to the table. When we open ourselves to diverse viewpoints, we create opportunities for learning and growth. A mentor, for example, can offer guidance based on years of experience, while a peer can provide a fresh perspective. This collaborative approach to problem solving can lead to innovative solutions that we might not have considered on our own. Another vital aspect of surrounding ourselves with support is the power of accountability. When we share our goals and challenges with others, we create a sense of responsibility. This accountability can motivate us to take action and follow through on our plans. Knowing that someone else is aware of our struggles and progress can encourage us to stay committed to our strategy. Supportive friends and family can celebrate our victories no matter how small and provide encouragement when we face setbacks. This dynamic fosters a sense of purpose and determination as we navigate our challenges. It is essential, however, to ensure that our support network is balanced and healthy. Not all relationships are beneficial, and some may drain our energy rather than uplift us. It is important to evaluate our connections and recognize those that may be toxic or unsupportive. Surrounding ourselves with individuals who perpetuate negativity or criticism can hinder our growth and progress. Instead, we should strive to cultivate relationships that inspire and motivate us, allowing our support network to become a source of strength rather than stress. Moreover, as we seek support, it is crucial to be open to giving back to others in our network. Support is a two-way street, and by offering our assistance to those around us, we strengthen our relationships and create a sense of community. When we share our time, resources, or emotional support, we foster an environment where reciprocity thrives. This mutual exchange not only enhances our connections, but also reinforces the understanding that we are all in this together, navigating the complexities of life side by side. Practicing gratitude is another essential element in fostering a supportive network. Taking time to express appreciation for the people in our lives reinforces our connections and reminds us of the positive impact they have on our well-being. Simple gestures such as sending a thank you note or expressing our gratitude verbally can strengthen our bonds and encourage continued support. This culture of appreciation cultivates a positive environment where individuals feel valued and recognized for their contributions. Finally, it is essential to remember that seeking support does not mean we are weak or incapable. On the contrary, it requires strength and courage to reach out to others and ask for help. By embracing our vulnerabilities, we allow ourselves to grow and evolve, recognizing that everyone faces challenges at some point in their lives. Seeking support is a testament to our resilience and willingness to confront our problems head on. Practicing patience is one of the most crucial elements in navigating life's challenges and implementing a plan for our problems. In a fast-paced world that often glorifies instant results and quick fixes, cultivating patience can be a countercultural yet profoundly transformative practice. Patience allows us to endure difficulties with grace, enabling us to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. When we encounter obstacles, it is easy to become frustrated or discouraged, but embracing patience opens the door to resilience, clarity, and growth. One of the first aspects of practicing patience is recognizing that challenges and setbacks are a natural part of life. No one is exempt from difficulties, and often these experiences serve as catalysts for personal growth and development. When we encounter problems, it can feel as if we are stuck in a never-ending cycle of frustration and uncertainty. However, it is essential to understand that this discomfort is often temporary. Embracing the idea that challenges are a part of our journey allows us to reframe our perspective, transforming our mindset from one of defeat to one of possibility. When we face a problem, taking a moment to breathe and reflect can create space for patience to take root. Instead of immediately reacting to the situation with anxiety or frustration, we can pause and assess our feelings. This brief moment of reflection can prevent us from making hasty decisions that may lead to further complications. Practicing mindfulness during challenging moments allows us to acknowledge our emotions without being overwhelmed by them. It enables us to approach the situation with a clearer mind, which is essential for developing a thoughtful strategy for resolution. Another vital component of patience is the understanding that not all solutions are immediate. In our desire for quick resolutions, we may rush into decisions without fully considering the consequences. This impatience can lead to further complications or choices that we may later regret. By allowing ourselves the time to explore various options and weigh the pros and cons, we empower ourselves to make informed and effective decisions. It is essential to recognize that good things often take time. Just as a seed must be nurtured and tended to before it grows into a flourishing plant, our problems often require patience and care to reach resolution. Additionally, practicing patience encourages us to cultivate a sense of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity and adapt to challenges. When we approach difficulties with patience, we develop the mental and emotional fortitude needed to persevere through tough times. Resilience allows us to maintain a sense of hope and optimism even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles. Each challenge we navigate with patience strengthens our ability to face future difficulties, creating a cycle of growth and empowerment. Moreover, patience teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves and our circumstances. In moments of struggle, we often learn more about our strengths, weaknesses, and coping mechanisms. For instance, when faced with financial difficulties, we may discover our resourcefulness as we brainstorm creative solutions to make ends meet. In interpersonal conflicts, we might learn the importance of effective communication and empathy. By allowing time to unfold, we create opportunities for self-discovery and personal growth. This process of reflection and learning is integral to developing a deeper understanding of our lives and the problems we face. Incorporating patience into our daily lives can also enhance our relationships. When we practice patience with others, we create an environment of understanding and compassion. Conflicts often arise from misunderstandings or differing perspectives, and responding with impatience can exacerbate tensions. However, by taking the time to listen and empathize with others, we foster healthier relationships. Patience allows us to navigate disagreements with grace, ultimately leading to stronger bonds and mutual respect. Additionally, embracing patience can help us manage stress and anxiety. In a culture that often emphasizes the importance of being busy and achieving immediate results, the pressure to perform can be overwhelming. When we practice patience, we create a buffer against the stress that comes with urgency. Allowing ourselves to slow down and appreciate the process can lead to a greater sense of calm and control over our emotions. This shift in perspective enables us to approach challenges with a clearer mindset, reducing the likelihood of becoming overwhelmed by stress. While practicing patience is essential, it is important to distinguish between patience and complacency. Patience does not mean remaining stagnant or passive in the face of problems. Instead, it is about finding the balance between waiting for the right moment and taking proactive steps toward resolution. It involves recognizing when to act and when to allow time for reflection and growth. This balance requires discernment and self-awareness, which are cultivated through the practice of patience. Setting realistic expectations is another important aspect of practicing patience. When we face challenges, it is easy to fall into the trap of setting overly ambitious goals or timelines. This can lead to feelings of disappointment and frustration when things do not go as planned. By establishing realistic and achievable objectives, we can avoid unnecessary stress and create a sense of accomplishment as we make progress, even if it is gradual. Celebrating small victories along the way can bolster our motivation and reinforce the importance of patience in the process. Furthermore, seeking guidance from others can enhance our ability to practice patience. When we share our struggles with supportive friends, family, or mentors, we gain valuable perspectives and insights that can help us navigate challenges more effectively. Others may have experienced similar difficulties and can provide wisdom on how to approach them with patience. Engaging in open conversations about our problems fosters a sense of community and solidarity, reminding us that we are not alone in our struggles. As we cultivate patience, it is essential to remind ourselves that it is a skill that can be developed over time. Just like any other skill, patience requires practice and dedication. We may find ourselves slipping back into impatience during particularly challenging moments, but this is a natural part of the learning process. By acknowledging our setbacks and recommitting to the practice of patience, we reinforce our growth journey. Incorporating self-care practices into our lives can also support our ability to be patient. When we prioritize our well-being, we equip ourselves with the emotional and mental resources needed to face challenges with grace. Engaging in activities that nourish our minds and bodies, such as exercise, meditation, or pursuing hobbies, can create a sense of balance and tranquility, making it easier to remain patient in difficult situations. Adopting a positive mindset is a transformative approach that can significantly alter how we deal with challenges and problems in our lives. A positive mindset is not merely about adopting an optimistic outlook. It involves cultivating a perspective that acknowledges difficulties while remaining focused on solutions and opportunities for growth. This shift in thinking can be particularly powerful when facing adversity, as it empowers us to navigate our problems with resilience, creativity, and determination. One of the core elements of a positive mindset is the practice of reframing. Reframing involves changing the way we perceive a situation or challenge. Instead of viewing obstacles as insurmountable barriers, we can choose to see them as opportunities for learning and growth. For instance, if we encounter a setback in our career, rather than feeling defeated, we can reframe the situation as a chance to reassess our goals, acquire new skills, or explore alternative paths. This shift in perspective allows us to approach challenges with curiosity and a willingness to learn, rather than fear and resistance. In addition to reframing and gratitude, surrounding ourselves with positivity can enhance our ability to maintain a positive mindset. The people we interact with, the media we consume, and the environments we inhabit all play a role in shaping our perspectives. Engaging with individuals who inspire, uplift, and encourage us can foster a sense of community and support. Conversely, spending time with negative or toxic individuals can drain our energy and diminish our optimism. By consciously choosing to surround ourselves with positive influences, we create an environment that nurtures our growth and reinforces our commitment to a positive mindset. Moreover, practicing self-compassion is essential in cultivating a positive mindset. We often hold ourselves to high standards and can be our harshest critics, especially when we encounter setbacks. Self-compassion involves treating ourselves with kindness and understanding, recognizing that we are human and imperfect. Instead of berating ourselves for mistakes or challenges, we can practice self-forgiveness and acknowledge that failure is a part of the learning process. This compassionate approach allows us to move forward with renewed motivation and resilience rather than becoming bogged down by self-doubt. Setting realistic and achievable goals is another important aspect of adopting a positive mindset. When we face challenges, it is easy to become overwhelmed by the enormity of the task ahead. By breaking down our goals into smaller, manageable steps, we create a sense of accomplishment as we make progress. Each small victory reinforces our belief in our ability to overcome challenges and fosters a positive outlook. Celebrating these achievements, no matter how minor, can significantly boost our confidence and motivate us to keep pushing forward. Engaging in positive self-talk is another powerful tool for cultivating a positive mindset. The way we speak to ourselves influences our thoughts and emotions. Negative self-talk can perpetuate feelings of inadequacy and defeat, while positive affirmations can uplift and inspire us. Instead of telling ourselves, "I can't handle this," we can replace that thought with, "I have the strength and resources to overcome this challenge." By consciously choosing to use positive language when speaking to ourselves, we empower our mindset and create a more optimistic outlook on our circumstances. Mindfulness practices also play a significant role in fostering a positive mindset. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, acknowledging our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This practice allows us to observe our internal dialogue and recognize when negative thoughts arise. By becoming aware of these patterns, we can consciously choose to shift our focus back to the present and the possibilities that lie ahead. Mindfulness helps us cultivate a sense of calm and clarity, enabling us to approach challenges with a more balanced and positive perspective. In addition to these practices, it is crucial to embrace a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. This perspective encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to our self-worth. When we adopt a growth mindset, we become more open to trying new approaches, seeking feedback, and learning from our experiences. This adaptability allows us to navigate challenges with resilience, knowing that our efforts will lead to improvement and success over time. Furthermore, engaging in activities that bring us joy and fulfillment can enhance our positive mindset. When we prioritize self-care and engage in hobbies or interests that energize us, we create a sense of balance in our lives. These activities provide an outlet for stress relief and creativity, allowing us to recharge and return to our challenges with renewed energy. Whether it's exercising, painting, gardening, or spending time with loved ones, incorporating joy into our daily routines fosters a positive outlook and enhances our overall well-being. It's also important to acknowledge that adopting a positive mindset does not mean ignoring reality or pretending that problems do not exist. Instead, it involves facing challenges with a proactive and solution-oriented approach. By acknowledging our feelings and experiences, we can address our problems head-on while maintaining a belief in our ability to overcome them. This balance of realism and positivity enables us to navigate difficulties with clarity and determination. In essence, adopting a positive mindset is a powerful approach that can significantly influence how we navigate challenges in our lives. Through reframing gratitude, surrounding ourselves with positivity, and practicing self-compassion, we create a foundation for resilience and growth. Engaging in positive self-talk, mindfulness, and embracing a growth mindset further enhances our ability to approach difficulties with confidence. By prioritizing joy and fulfillment, we enrich our lives and cultivate a positive outlook. This journey of fostering a positive mindset empowers us to tackle our problems head-on, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and transformation.